Monday, 5th of February, 2024. The saga in the United States Senate and Congress regarding military aid to Ukraine continues. Currently, the proposed bill is meant to seriously strengthen the Ukrainian army, as well as provide aid to Israel and Taiwan and strengthen U.S. border security. Nonetheless, the former president and leader of MAGA, Donald Trump, has already ordered Speaker Mike Johnson to kill the bill in the Congress. The American endorser of authoritarian regimes continues to use his influence within the Republican Party to sabotage any decisions made by the current government. Thus, the question of whether the bill will ever pass the Senate and Congress still remains. Tuesday, 6th of February, 2024. With the Russian presidential elections coming up next month, the deadline for achieving at least some operational results is already around the corner for Russian forces. Currently, the main target is capturing Avdiivka, which has been the focus of Russian command for already over 3 months. It is expected that pressure in the Avdiivka area will be unprecedentedly high in the upcoming weeks. With Russian forces already on the outskirts of the city, the situation may turn in their favor at any moment. The main effort of the Russian command is centered around flanking the reinforced Ukrainian positions on the coke industrial plant and reaching key supply road 00542. If Russian forces succeed in this operation, the further defense of Avdiivka by Ukrainian forces will be no longer possible, given the fact that road 00542 is the single available communication channel. Losing control over it will prove fatal for the Ukrainian command. Wednesday, 7th of February, 2024. To the south of Donetsk, Russians are currently gathering additional forces to renew the assaults towards Novomykhailivka. In preparation for the decisive offensive, the enemy allocated and replenished with personnel, weapons, and military equipment special assault units from the 40th and 155th Brigade Infantry Regiments. At the moment, the Russian command is trying to eliminate the Vuhledar bridgehead, not by activity on its flanks, but rather by pushing out Ukrainian troops from it. Thursday, 8th of February, 2024. The Ukrainian president gave a direct order to make a number of changes among the high military commanders. As such, Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief Valery Zaluzhny was replaced by Commander of the Ukrainian Ground Forces Oleksandr Syrskyi. All the way since the initial barbarous attack of Russian forces, Zaluzhny served as a shield against the invaders. We would like to thank him for his service not just to Ukraine, but to the whole world in fighting against one of the most evil regimes of modern times. The departure of Zaluzhny went without any scandals, with President Zelensky awarding him with the title of Hero of Ukraine. Right now, the task of new Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrskyi is to reorganize the armed forces and adopt a new strategic approach. Western allies have already announced that changes among Ukrainian military leadership will in no way impact the united coalition support against Russian aggression. Friday, 9th of February, 2024. Pro-Russian American extremist Tucker Carlson published an interview with Russian dictator. In the interview, Putin continuously pushed the Russian narrative and his alternative version of history. Putin repeatedly stressed that Russia is open to negotiations to falsely frame Russia as a reasonable actor and Western ruling elites as the main obstruction to a negotiation. In reality, the only objective that Putin is moving towards is the total destruction of Ukraine and the current world order. He wants to restore the former border of the Russian Empire and emerge as a world-dominating dictator. It is sad to see that once an American journalist, Tucker Carlson has fallen so low as to provide a platform for a Russian dictator to promote his sickening and delusional worldviews. Saturday, 10th of February, 2024. Russian command continued its attempt to flank the Avdiivka coke industrial plant and is reported to have marginal success. 2 Russian units, namely the 30th and 114th Motorized Rifle Brigades, have advanced further and are as close as ever to achieving their goal. Currently, they are no more than 1 kilometer away from the desired road 00542. The time for Ukrainian command is running out, and there is a dire need for decisive action. If Ukrainians fail to push advancing Russian units back or do not withdraw from Avdiivka while it's still possible, there is a high risk that the Ukrainian grouping will be encircled. Given the fact of lack of enough manpower and resources available to the Ukrainian command for offensive action, the most reasonable decision might be in fact to abandon Avdiivka, move to another line of defense, and save countless lives of Ukrainian soldiers. Sunday, 11th of February, 2024. Russian forces conducted several operations around the Vuhledar bridgehead of Ukrainian forces. Right now, they came close to the eastern outskirts of Novomikhailivka, as well had marginal advances towards Vodyany. The goal of the assault towards Vodyany is to push through towards the Ukrainian supply road and disrupt the supply of reinforcements. Additionally, to the north, Russian divisions managed to advance around 1 kilometer forwards towards Pobieda. There is a high risk of Russians succeeding in their goal of eliminating the entire Ukrainian bridgehead in the upcoming weeks. In conclusion, during this week, Ukrainian forces have eliminated 5,640 personnel, 58 tanks, 134 APCs, 126 artillery systems, 2 MLRs, 77 UAVs of operational tactical level, and 2 anti-aircraft systems.